Hello, my name is James Evanall and I go to Alexandra Primary School and I'm 12 and this is my weed spraying robot. The reason I made this is because there's a weed called woolly mullein which grows in our paddock, and when we're making lucerne bales it's not really that great to have weeds in it, so we have to go around and grub them out all the time, which takes ages and is tiring. So instead I made this because then I can go around, because then I can set this going, leave it in the paddock, and then it'll spray everything. It'll spray all the weeds, because otherwise I could go around with a backpack and spray each one individually, but that takes time, and I looked and there's no commercial solution for this.
So how did you make it?
With a lot of time and a lot of effort and a lot of sitting behind a screen and everything that's inside of this box and the other stuff. So inside of this box, put this down. This is the controller. It won't actually be needed when it's actually running autonomously. It's just useful. So firstly, on top of this box we have the GPS. And then what you can also see is there's the arming switch for the Pixhawk, and the Pixhawk controls the servo and the steering and the autonomous part. These things are the aerials for that radio. This is a light sensor, and then inside here, a few things you have to pull out first. Telemetry module, which is connected to the Pixhawk. The light sensor that I was saying before.
Why do you need a light sensor?
Because when we start spraying, if we try to spray at night, when we take photos we won't be able to see anything. So we have that radio again. These are the leads for that switch. And then in here we have a whole bunch of wires, but we have a 12 to 5 volt converter. We have two of them. There's one in here and then one on the other down below it, which I'll show you in a second. So a whole bunch of relays. So this one controls the motor, that one controls the sprayer, and those are controlled by the Raspberry Pi, which is in here. Yep. And then we've also got a emergency start stop, and a whole bunch of wires and this board, which has a 5 volt supply coming into it from the other 12 volt to 5 volt regulator. And then over here we have servo, which via this moves this. And then these are the cables for the servo. And then this is the sprayer at the moment, which is just one of the ones that you pump up. And then there's a solenoid in around here, which is connected to this. And then that turns on and off this via one of those relays. So this is how it works. So there's a camera underneath here, and then that runs down this pole into the box, which is, the camera is then connected to the Raspberry Pi. So when we click this button, it starts the motor and it starts taking photos. So we start taking photos every 2 seconds at the moment, and then we send them out to our API, which has a database of photos of weeds and photos of lucerne, and then it determines yes it's a weed or no it's lucerne. If it's lucerne, then we just keep on going. If it's a weed, then we activate the relay inside of this box, which is attached to the sprayer, and then we spray the weed.